I am so excited to share today's episode with you because you are going to come thrifting with me throughout an entire week. So today's episode is not just going to be one thrift store one day. It's going to be everything I've been up to this entire week. And let me tell you, I found some good treasures. Before we get started, I want to thank Good Chop for sponsoring today's video. I'll tell you a little bit more about Good Chop later on in the episode. For now, let's get started in Springfield, Oregon. Today, we are headed to one of my favorite antique stores, Time Traveler's Antique Mall, and it's near Eugene. It's in Springfield, Oregon. I'm going to Eugene for a concert, and I'm not going to come all the way down here without hitting my favorite antique store. You guys ready to travel back in time with me? I'm with someone too. That guy.
Got 10 minutes.
No. We've been told that they will stay a few minutes later for us. They're having interviews, so we're told to shop quick. So we're gonna do speed shopping. I can do this. I've been practicing all my life for this. Jesse's already impressed by my speed. I'm fast. I'm already in a case. I don't even know if I was supposed to be in the case, but it opened when I pushed on it, so we'll see. But I'm gonna get these earrings and the necklace that's right there. This is quite the colorful area over here. Speed shopping at its finest. I want the vase with a bird on it, but I can't reach it. If only I knew magic. Beautiful hand-painted Japanese vase, and it's only $28. It's gorgeous. Now that's a cute hat. $36, handmade wool hat. Right? That's pretty cute. I'm liking it. It's so cute, but it's way too itchy. Unfortunately, it must not be alpaca wool because it's just a little bit too scratchy. But isn't it cute? Maybe I could put a lining on the inside. I don't know. I thought he was kidding when he said we should get this, but...
It is a lamp. It doubles as a scratching post for the cats, I think.
Yeah, it's like 2 in 1.
It's only $20.
That's too much for a cat scratching post, babe. Sorry. Oh my gosh, look at this cat. Look at this cat. Vintage Italian pottery kitty. That is adorable. It says as is, it's only $24. Oh, his neck got broke. Oh, poor kitty. That's cute. Very cute. I did pretty good for like 15 minutes of shopping, huh?
You did really good. Yeah, you found some good stuff. I mean, I think none of these I've seen, and I own the place.
Oh, really?
That's good.
I work good under pressure. Like 15 minutes, I got this. Now we gotta hurry at Goodwill, not because they're closing, but because we got a concert to go to. I got about 15 minutes for Goodwill, so today is kind of a rushed day, but I'm glad that I'm at least getting into some of these places. Looks like they're open till 7 p.m. and it says look for the red tag for 50% off and yellow for 75% off. Exactly what these are going for. Jesse, look what I found. Tiki salt and pepper shakers.
Oh, for everyone
$3.99.
needs to fix the unseasoned food at the tiki party.
They're cute. Maybe I'll put, oh, I could use them as candle holders and put a little tiny pillar candle on there. Boom. Look at that, Laura. Brilliant. Oh, you know, did you know my mom brought me back some when she went to Holland? Holland.
Do you think your feet would fit in there?
No, I actually wore the ones that my mom brought back and they're very uncomfortable.
Do you think your Dr. Scholl's insoles will work in
no,
this?
they will
Make
not.
them better?
What are you talking about, Dr. Scholl's? I've got custom insoles. Thank you very much for my mature feet.
Oh,
Back massager?
oh,
Musical instrument?
yeah.
Nice.
Start a band.
Doubles as a back massager.
I don't know about that. I'm going to edit that out.
Ooh, $4.99 each. That's too much. Wait, was red half off? It was. But is that pink or red? That's a toughie. You think pink and red are different things?
That's
Oh my gosh, they are different things. Darn it. That means that my candle is not half off either. And I don't want to pay $5 for that. So, bummer, bummer. I'll put it back where it goes. A little bit dusty. Doesn't have a price tag. We're going to try it out though. I think I have just the lamp for this. Ooh, I like the shape on this. What's this one? $9.99, but it is half off. That's really pretty. If I was up for a project right now, I would for sure buy these chairs because spindles are in. Holy spindles. Should I do it? Do you think I could recover this? Kind of feel like I could. They're nice, solid wood. I feel like it's doable. So that's a hard no. Well, 2 rush shopping trips, but I got some awesome stuff. I'm going to take this all out and show you everything and decorate with it when I get back home, but probably tomorrow because let's be real, we're not gonna be home from the concert till about midnight. So I will see you tomorrow in just a second. I did pretty darn good at Time Travelers for only having about 15 minutes to shop, but I gotta tell you, I've got to go back because I know that I didn't get to see the entire store, and I was kind of just scanning the shelves as quickly as I could, hoping something amazing would catch my eye. I'm pretty excited about a few of the things that I got there. In fact, I have already sold 3 of the jewelry items. I took the beautiful turquoise cross and added it to a sterling chain, and that sold recently in my first Friday sale. And I loved the wolf earrings with the mixed metal and the turquoise. Those ended up selling for $84. Even when you see a beautiful display case full of vintage jewelry and some of the pricing is high, try to go through there and see if there's 1 or 2 items that maybe just need a piece to be added to it, like a new clasp, or they're missing a chain and so they are undervalued. because you can get a sterling silver chain for around $10 at a pawn shop. Don't overlook jewelry just because a few of the items are priced high. I always still find a few really good deals. And if you are buying items for yourself and you're not looking to resell, and you find an item that you just fall in love with and you can afford it, it's within your budget, then get it, because you're supporting not only the vintage mall, but you're also supporting the vendor who found it. And so you're supporting multiple small businesses whenever you buy secondhand, which is wonderful. I love being a part of this community and supporting small businesses. I still have the awesome triple stone ring, that really long one with the shadow box, and it's heavily oxidized. That is still up for grabs in my online shop. So if you were interested in that piece, you can go ahead and check that out right now, leftcoastrevivals.com. This one, however, is my favorite jewelry item that I picked up at Time Traveler's Antique Mall, and this one's going to be coming to my November sale. For those of you who are new, I list my vintage items in my online shop, leftcoastrevivals.com, the first Friday of every single month, and you can subscribe to my newsletter on my website, or you can even click a button to get an alert 15 minutes before the sale so that you don't forget. Because items do sell very fast, so you want to be on there right at 3 p.m. Pacific time, the first Friday of every single month. Okay, back to this necklace. I love this one. It is a 1960s or 1970s Tasco piece out of Mexico. And it is so unique because it's a clamper necklace and it can fit on almost any size of neck. It has these two beautiful turquoise stones and it's so unique. It actually reminds me, don't laugh at me, I know I'm a nerd, but it reminds me of Lord of the Rings. I feel like this is something one of the elven princesses would have worn. Speaking of Lord of the Rings, I'm not even gonna wait until my video on the Cotswolds. I have to show you this church door that I went and visited, and it was actually a place that J.R.R. Tolkien used to go and sit when he was writing Lord of the Rings. And if you've read the books, you can see exactly how this inspired his works. I took one of my favorite pictures I've ever taken, which I will pop that in right now too. A while back, I bought out a large collection of early 1900s pottery, including some from the late 1800s. I bought them because they were beautiful, I loved the designs, and I also wanted to learn more about the history. So this is a whole new genre for me to be buying and learning about. I haven't even had a chance to research this one yet, but it is an arts and crafts base and it was only $39. And based on the value of the items that I got that were from this era in that last collection, I think that this was a really good buy. If you happen to know what design this is, please comment below. I would love the help. Otherwise, I will just go down the Google wormhole. There's no signature on the bottom. This one's gonna look really pretty styled up. There are so many different layers to valuing an item. Part of it is how old it is. Was it a company that only was in business for a few years and there are a limited quantity of these items? Was it the designer who made them? Are they highly sought after? Are they on trend right now and very collectible? One thing that I always consider whenever I buy vintage and I'm trying to figure out what I value this item at is beauty. And there are so many items that are undervalued in my opinion because they are so beautiful. I think they should be worth more. And hand-painted Japanese pottery is definitely in the top undervalued items in my personal opinion. Look at how beautiful this vase is. The glaze on it's amazing, the colors, the design, the shape of it. I just think it's absolutely beautiful and it was only $28. Okay, when I found these cute little critters, I knew that I had seen this before and done some research on the artist because I found this piece when I was on my road trip down to Las Vegas. I found this one at a thrift store for $5.99. I think the tag is still on there. I didn't know what this was when I got it, but it was handmade and I thought it was great and it was only $5.99. So I bought it and brought it home and then did a little bit more research on it. I found out that it was by the potter Margaret Hudson. Now when I saw these on the shelf, I couldn't remember the name, but I knew that they had to be done by the same artist, which I was correct about. I paid $15 each for both of the critters. I don't typically buy my critters so cartoony, I guess you could say, but I think that these are really neat. They're very collectible, and based on what I'm seeing online, they can fetch a pretty decent price. You know I love my critters, so I thought that these would be really fun to add to the shop. So these are going to be coming to the November sale as well. I think think I did pretty good at that Goodwill for only being in there for a few minutes because we had to get going to our concert. I did not buy the chairs, and I'm not gonna lie, I really wanted to. I just don't have time or room for project pieces, and they did need to be recovered. Some of them had pretty torn areas on the fabric, but oh my gosh, for $14.99 each and finding a large set like that, that was a steal. You might not be into that style, and even I wouldn't decorate in my personal home with those chairs, but they are worth anywhere from $300 to $500 a chair once they're recovered. But I'm really hoping that somebody who loved them got them and got a great deal on those for their home. If by any random chance you happen to be watching this video and you picked up those chairs, please send me a picture of what you did with them. I would love to see it. That actually happened not that long ago. A viewer sent me an email to let me know that a table that I really loved at an antique store in Southern Oregon was picked up by her sister and put in their new home, and they even got a better deal on it than the listing price. I loved that table, so it was really cool to get to see where it ended up going, and they found it after seeing it on my video, and it was still in that antique store. So you never know, even if my video comes out a week or two after shopping at an antique store or a thrift store, always worth trying because that item might still be there. I actually think that these would be beautiful styled together. They're from the same era and they have the exact same glaze on them. And you know how much I love blue and green. I got this canister for only $4.99. It was half off. And then this little pitcher was $2.99. I always get excited when I find vintage pewter, especially at a thrift store. These were $3.99 each, so $8 for the pair. I love decorating with pewter because of the soft look to the metal, but I also love to mix metals, and I think I'm gonna style these up with some shiny brass. I already have ceramic salt and pepper shakers for our tiki party that we do every summer, and I didn't need a second pair of them, which Jessie pointed out. We plan to do these parties for the rest of our lives, so I'm not afraid to do a little damage to these original salt and pepper shakers because I know they're gonna get used. So what I'm planning to do is actually cut a small hole here in the top and use them as candle holders, because that's the one thing that I feel like I actually need for our parties. More things to hold candles in. I could almost even just pop the little plastic out of there and turn them upside down without even having to drill a hole. I feel like they still look pretty cool upside down. I might just do that, save myself some effort. This hobnail vase I see most often attributed to Fenton. I don't know a ton about glass, but that's what I think this is. Please correct me in the comments below if I am incorrect on that. And it originally would have had a stopper in the top, and I think it might have been a perfume bottle. Thought it would make a beautiful vase nonetheless, and even though it was $9.99 at Goodwill, I think that this is something that would sell for around $25. My favorite thing about this would definitely be the texture. I think that something like this can add a nice texture to a space if you have a lot of wood or metal and you need some glass, and it's just kind of timeless. So I thought it was worth grabbing. Next up, Jessie and I are taking you to PDX Estate Marketplace for their grand opening in Beaverton, Oregon. So we got here an hour and 20 minutes into the sale.
Oh no, there's nowhere to park.
Oh my gosh, this is insane. I'm so darn excited for them. This is awesome. Yay! I see Courtney's van parked front and center, of course. She is so amazing. I think she might have been the first one in line for the sale today, because when she posted her Instagram story, it looked like it wasn't even sunny out yet. And this didn't open till 10 o'clock. So I think she was here nice and early. So exciting. I'm so happy for Lynn. Jessie's like, oh my God, look at the checkout line. Look at the checkout line. Hi. It goes all the way to the back of the store, all the way back there. Is it wrapped around this way too?
You gotta like open the checkout line. You gotta open the door.
Jessie, I think you need to go start helping with checkout. This is unbelievable. I'm so proud of Lynn. I'm so happy for her. What a successful launch. Look at this. It is just packed packed with people. So this opened an hour and like 15 minutes ago, and there is just so much good stuff here. So much good stuff. Look at this cabinet. This looks like the churches in Norway. It is not, though. It is a Thai spirit house. I actually have a Thai spirit house that I'll have to show you that I got at one of Lynn's sales. I wonder if this came from the same sale. So everything here is from estate sale buyouts. The way that she's running this is just so brilliant. She's basically doing like 5 to 10 estate sale pop-ups in this giant warehouse. And it's just easier for everybody to shop than inside houses. So they bring everything here, and they're gonna do a monthly pop-up event. So I'll be here every month. What'd you find? $65. It's gorgeous. Isn't it cute? I like the leaves. The little acorns? Yes. Oh, those are acorns.
Oh, you got it.
Loving this wooden piece here. It's $145. That would look really cool, especially in a beach house. So a piece of driftwood, probably from the Oregon coast. What is this fish doing? I don't know, but I love it. $24, and it's got a little knot in the back, so I could probably restring something and make him hanging with some plants hanging out of his mouth. I think he's fantastic. We're getting him. Not quite. Oh, did you just get those? Jealous. Oh, well, they're beautiful whether they sound good or not. Congratulations. Darn, those are gorgeous. Look at these cute little domino matchboxes. Those are adorable. But it's $20 for the whole thing.
Oh.
If it was just individual, I'd get a couple of those. That'd be fun for staging.
People love.
They do?
Got the watch already.
Somebody got the what?
The watch.
There was a watch that went with it. The best deal in town.
Who is it?
It's those two that are always on the TV. Is it mattresses?
They were. Tom Peterson.
Tom Peterson and Gloria
too.
Yeah.
It's a local
ad. Not mattresses?
Local Portland royalty from the 80s.
What did they sell?
Their furniture store.
Oh, furniture. The best furniture in town.
Tom Peterson.
And Gloria too. She just gets the, like, and don't forget about me, female reference. Look at this beauty. How is this still here? $65. That is huge too. That's gorgeous. I'm considering getting this old easel. It's $85, and I think this would be really beautiful to have in the studio to photograph vintage art rather than just on the wall. And it's something that can be adjustable, so you can move it up and down depending on the size of the art, and also might even be able to put a hook on the wall to store it. I think that's a good buy. He just said, when you do things that make sense, I'm very supportive. Wow, babe. He loves my idea.
When you have things that don't make sense, I'm not a fan of it.
Which is not very often, let's be real. I'm very good with things that make sense, right? Come on. He's so cute. This is so fantastic. It's an old antique Japanese scale. That would be so neat to have. I don't know what I would use it for. But it's beautiful. Really beautiful. Yes, we waited out the line. It was worth it. I'm excited about the stuff we got too. So pretty much I know what I'm doing for every first weekend of the month for the next year and a half. We'll come see you here. For those of you who have been following my channel for a long time, you know how much I love to cook. I love exploring new flavors, new recipes, and spending time in our kitchen. One of my favorite things to get from Good Chop is the chicken. It is so good, it is juicy, it is perfect, and if you cook it right, it'll be the best chicken you've ever had. The other night I cooked the chicken at home in a hand-breaded recipe with cheese and herbs from my garden, and it was amazing. I also really love the shrimp. Every single cut of meat is good, but the seafood is really good, and I live on a coast, so that's saying a lot. My two favorite meals to cook with shrimp are paella and shrimp tacos. So this week I made some delicious shrimp tacos with my shrimp from Good Chop.
Good Chop makes it easy to access high-quality products. They offer convenient, contact-free delivery right to your doorstep. You can order fully customizable boxes. You can choose beef, chicken, seafood, pork products. There's something for everyone. You can choose from 60-plus high-quality cuts, 100% grass-fed ribeyes, flavorful T-bones, wild-caught salmon, free-range and organic chicken breasts, pork tenderloin, 100% grass-fed filet mignon, ground pork, organic chicken drumsticks, just to name a few. The seafood is sustainably and wild caught, whether you want salmon, Pacific cod, scallops, shrimp, or something else. And all products are sourced from the USA. Good Chop especially prides itself in sourcing beef that comes with no antibiotics or added hormones ever. No artificial ingredients, only the good stuff. And on top of that, it's 100% money back guaranteed. Either you love Good Chop or you get your money back.
Go to goodchop.com/YouTube and use code LEFTCOAST120 or click on the caption in the link below to get $120 off across your first 4 boxes today. Again, go to goodchop.com/YouTube and use code LEFTCOAST120 or click on the link in the caption below to save $120 off across your first 4 boxes today. Thanks again to Good Chop for sponsoring today's video. Many of you will probably remember meeting Lynn in one of my estate sale episodes about a year and a half ago. It's the one where I found the mid-century wall units that are in our basement. Lynn is amazing. She is one of my very good friends, and I really look up to her and respect her as an entrepreneur. She has an estate sale company, and she hosts some of the most impressive and amazing estate sales in our area. She's very organized, which everybody always really appreciates. She's so awesome that Lynn was getting so many requests for estate sale buyout and to host sales. You can only do one a weekend. She came up with the brilliant idea of opening a warehouse so that she could do multiple estate sales all in one place the same weekend. I already know where I'm going to be the first weekend of every month because I'm going to be in line at her sale. The line for checkout was insane, but I will say it moved very fast. Her next sale is going to be November 4th and 5th, and she runs them exactly like she would an estate sale if it was in someone's home. You got to go Saturday if you want to get the best stuff, but come back on Sunday in case it didn't sell because it's going to be half off. Besides finding some great vintage, which I've got behind me, I got to catch up with several other resellers that I hadn't seen in a while, so it was a really awesome day. I've got to talk about the easel. I am so darn excited about that easel. I have seen a couple different easels at different estate sales in the past, and they were either too rustic or they had too much paint on them. I wanted an easel to photograph my vintage art that I sell. I wanted something that was going to enhance the art but not take away from it too much. And if you follow my First Friday sales, you're going to be seeing a lot of art next month from my European adventure photographed on this new easel. We'll see if I can even fit this in the shot, but I also loved this folk art magazine holder. Obviously, there are so many different uses now other than just magazines that you can use something like this for. The first thing that I thought of when I saw this was actually to use it in a bathroom, having hand-rolled towels in it. I think that would be amazing, and I might even possibly save this for our bathroom here at the studio because I am going to work on doing a makeover in that space after the first of the year. Thinking I might use this and put all of the extra hand towels in this beautifully rolled up rather than down below in a cabinet. I got this old wooden abacus. These are great for styling. In fact, I like this one better than the one that I currently have. So I'm going to do what I'm always talking about. I'm going to upgrade. So that one will be coming available in my First Friday sale, and then I'm going to keep this one. I love a good mid-century black and white piece of art. This is an original painting. It was only $18 and it already has a nice mat to go with it. So all that this needs is a nice wooden frame and it is ready to get put on the wall. And again, it was only $18. That warehouse was packed with items from multiple estate sales and they were sprinkled in throughout, mixed up. And I could tell that she had bought out an estate that had a lot of really old Chinese items. This is a bronze replica of the Flying Horse of Gonza from the year 200 AD. And even though it's a newer replica, maybe from a museum as a souvenir, it's solid bronze and it's really well made. I love this horse. I think it's such a great one. And he's on a swallow down here. So he's flying through the sky on a bird. I just think it's an awesome Chinese piece. It is really beautiful and these metal statues are great for styling. How cool is this planter? It is a giant koi fish and you can plant something that just hangs out of his mouth. He's gonna kind of look like he's throwing up, but I think it could look really cool. And you can even have the plant coming out of the top of it as well. So you could plant something up there, something different down here. I need to cut this off and add a hook to it so that I can hang it properly. It could even be turned into a really cool little chimney. And actually, now that I'm saying this out loud, I actually think maybe that's what it was originally for, not a planter, because it has the hole in the top. So you could set it on a table or hang it, and maybe you could have incense burning in it, or you could have like a little tiny little wooden fire in there, and then it could come out the top. It doesn't smell like fire. No, I'm not sure. Obviously, you could use it for either. You can never go wrong getting beautiful vintage linens. These were only $5 for the set of 4 of them. Even after getting there an hour and 15 minutes late and then talking with a friend for almost a half an hour before I even started shopping, I still scored this incredible jewelry box. This thing is massive. As you can see, it's bigger than my head and the wood grain on it is stunning. This reminds me of the Egyptian eye that you see in so many hieroglyphics. Or the Eye of Sauron. It's really fabulous. I'm gonna oil this beauty up and take it home and use this for some of my personal jewelry items.
This is my favorite wood oil that I use on anything that I'm not gonna eat off of. It's called Conrad's Wood Food Oil, and I will link it in the description for you.
I can't believe it, but I only paid $35 for this giant jewelry box. And the best part is that so many vintage jewelry boxes have pink or red velvet inside, and every time I open them, I'm kind of like, ugh, it's just not me. Look at this. I'm excited. Next, I'm gonna show you probably the best haul I've had in a long time. I know I say that a lot, but I promise this is a really, really good one.
I'm losing my mind. I just walked up and I saw beautiful rugs and I was like, oh, they're gonna be so expensive. But they are not. We're getting them all. We're getting them all. We'll take the lot. That was a Harry Potter reference. 34. We'll take it.
This one's a little tattered.
Okay, so here's Jesse's critique. Hold on. What's wrong with... Wait, first of all, turn it around to the side.
I can see light through it.
Turn it around, turn it around.
I already know what's going on.
Oh, look at the beautiful...
Oh, this is the right side?
Yes.
Oh, I thought the other side.
Oh, you're so funny. What, you were right. You can see light.
Oh,
I call this wabi-sabi. It's
It is hanging
perfectly
on.
imperfect.
Yeah, I get
It's
it.
beautiful. He's just trying to add some fun commentary.
I get it.
64.
That's IKEA.
That one's like, it's not IKEA. Stop it. Oh, I want to see that one. Let's see that one.
I feel like we've had this one before.
We've had
Some of these are-
quite a few that do look like this. Ooh, that one's going to be pretty. Oh, super pretty. Dork. Oh, that's beautiful. How much is that
This
one?
one's
$124. Fantastic price. Wow. I think we really are going to get them all. I'm going to have some rugs for you next month.
Kids always do rugs.
That was not funny. That was not funny.
This is why Laura does rugs. She's a rug addict. She needs to go to rehab for rug addiction.
I also gotta take a peek at these candles. They are $34.95 for this set. These are really beautiful. Made in, I think it says Denmark. Yep, Denmark. That's a pretty good price for 3 of them.
I love vintage rugs. That is my jam. As Jessie said, it's kind of an addiction. I think that there is nothing that you can add to a space that's going to make it come alive more than a beautiful vintage rug. Rugs can completely transform a space. If you have everything neutral and you have a very soft color palette and you just want something to bring it to life, a vintage rug is the easiest and most effective way to do that. If you are starting with a blank space and you're wanting to decorate and you know you want a vintage rug, I would recommend getting that rug before you pick a paint color, before you buy your bedding or your furniture or your accent pillows, because it's really hard to find a vintage rug with the exact colors that you have in a space. But once you have your rug, you've got your baseline, and now you can start pulling out the colors that you want to highlight in your rug and sprinkle them in throughout your room. I'm excited to take these rugs home and figure out which ones I can make work with some of the spaces that I have that are in need of a rug, but the rest of them are going to be coming to my online vintage shop, and I'm going to make sure to have these up for you in the November 1st Friday sale. I don't think a bohemian space is officially a bohemian space until you have some beautiful fabric covered animals from India. They are all hand stitched, and I think these are so beautiful on the side of a curtain, added into a gallery wall, or even hanging on each side of a doorway. Instant pop of color, handmade. I think they are so fun and beautiful, and this one even has a bell on the end of it. Check out this guy. I thought he was really fun. He was just sitting up there hanging out on the shelf. Hand carved, hand painted, colorful. Again, an instant way to add character and a pop of color to a space. And he's just cute as all get out. One of my favorite styles of pottery is this. I don't even know what it's called. I need to Google that. When it has the metal over the pottery, how do I not know what it is? And it's like my favorite. There's got to be a name for this style. There's got to be a name. Anyways, this is beautiful. It's all hand painted, handmade. I think it's from Morocco, and it's gonna go perfect in my Moroccan themed office. I'm so excited about this one. It's so pretty. And this one was $34. I liked these candle holders. I thought they were fun because you can actually pick them up and carry them while you have them lit, and they were only $6 for the pair. I got a set of 3 Danish teak candle holders. They're all the same height, which I was a little bummed about. I think it would have been cool if they were 3 different heights. One of them's got a little bit of damage to it, so I think I'm gonna sell it in a set of 2, and then maybe I'll use the damaged one for styling. I've been really into boxes lately, and I've been finding some really good ones that are large. You come across little trinket boxes often when you're out thrifting and garage sailing, but you don't find large boxes like this, especially these older antique ones that have the wood inlay. Whenever I do come across one and it's a really good price, I always make sure to get it. There's only so many things that you can do with the little boxes, but holy cow, I could probably think of 50 things you could do with a box this size. Let's see if you can guess all 50 things I would have come up with in the comments below. The fun is not over yet because I've got more to show you. I've had a very busy week and I found so many good things this week. It's just been an awesome week. I even kind of kicked off fall by going to a pumpkin patch, getting lost in a corn maze for an hour, spent some time with family. It's been a really awesome and busy week, and I'm glad I get to share it with all of you. I love a good scrolly iron candle holder. I found this at Larkin's Mill Market barn sale. So Laura and I have actually been friends for maybe 15 years. And a funny thing about us is that we used to go camping together because of a mutual friend. We would go camping every year with her and her husband. And it's so funny because we never knew that we would someday have vintage in common. I love how life works out. We never even knew that we were going to be working in the same industry. She was a nurse at the time, and I was painting picture frames back then. So we not only work in the same industry, but we work in the same circle. So it's really fun and exciting, and I love seeing her business grow. Somebody recently commented kind of a mean comment, and I never talk about mean comments, but basically they said, "You're always promoting your friends." And here's the thing. I think that is so cool. I think that's what friends should do. I'm not getting paid to promote my friends. I'm doing it because I'm their friend, and my friends are wonderful and their businesses are too. So I'm very happy to get to share that with you. And I hope that you know, as the viewer, I'm not trying to sell you on my friends. I'm just really excited for them, and I want to share their businesses and help them grow. In my opinion, I think that's what friends are for. You're supposed to support each other, and I'm just lucky enough to have such cool friends that have cool businesses. So anyways, I went to Laura's barn sale and I found this beautiful candle holder, and I found 2 more things that I'm going to style up with this candle holder to show you. Laura does vintage barn pop-up sales occasionally throughout the year. So if you want to go to her barn sales, I'm sure I'll see you there. You can follow her on Instagram and keep up to date on when she's going to host her next one. And last but not least, I stopped by a garage sale and I picked up 4 different metal items for $5 each. I think this was probably the best find because these are nice and heavy and they're pretty old. They've got hangers on the back side of them, and you can hang the candle down there in the bottom. I've been seeing a big trend of seashell items coming back, so I think that I did pretty good paying only $10 for these. I'm gonna set them down because they are literally that heavy. Thank you so much for hanging out with me this week. Normally I say today, but it's been a week full of thrifting and adventures and supporting other small businesses, and I'm so grateful that you came along with me. And if you are here local in the Portland area, I'm gonna be going to the Rose City Vintage Market. I'm gonna be there on Saturday, October 21st for the early bird buy, which is 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. So if you are in the Portland area or you're willing to fly out for a weekend of vintage, I'll be running around doing my shopping. I'm not going to be vending or hosting this market, but I'm going to be doing lots of shopping and filming. So if you run into me, please say hi. I would love to meet you. Have a wonderful week, and I will see you in the next adventure.